Here we go. I guess we're doing this. Mr. Strickland, how are you, sir?
Good, man. In fucking Connecticut, bro. Fucking Connecticut. Man, I remember, like, whenever he told me he trained in, like, Bethel, Connecticut, I'm like, where the fuck is Bethel, Connecticut? And I'm fucking in the middle of fucking nowhere, you guys. I mean, it's so boring. So fucking boring.
I used to live like 40 minutes from there towards New York. And now I'm down in Florida. I just moved to Florida a few months back.
Smart man. Get off the fucking Northeast, bro. That's where they steal your fucking money up here.
And 7 months of cold weather, too. It's not just money, you know. It's getting like, my daughter is 11. It's just like 7 months inside the house. She can ride a freaking bike out on the streets or stuff like that. It gets to you at some point, you know?
Well, I was talking to Glover, and he was like, you know, beautiful house, like beautiful property. It's fucking pretty. There's trees and squirrels. I'm like, there's no fucking sunshine, bro. It is summer, and the sun is like...
No shit!
Yeah, it's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's tough.
So, I mean, this place is rough, bro. California's where I'm at. You know, Florida got a lot of sunshine. Connecticut ain't for me.
Yeah. So how did you land there?
And also, man, again, you know, the women, bro. I haven't seen one attractive woman since I've been out here.
I'm surprised you saw one.
I'm a faithful man, not cheating on my girlfriend, but my God, dude, fucking A. Hey, if you're a single dude, don't come to fucking Connecticut.
Oh, shit, that's too fucking funny. How did you end up there training with Alex and Glover?
You know, I ran into Alex a few times. We're both sponsored by Monster, so I ran into him a few times. And Alex is just a stand-up fucking guy, you know? I mean, he's just a good fucking dude. He's way better dude than me. So I'm fighting a guy named Abus, and he's kind of tall. So, you know, I was like, hey, why not fucking go spar the big, tall Brazilian that knocked me out? So I came down here to finish up my camp, which has been great, and thought I might be able to help him a little bit on some ground shit for Jan, you know. So it's just kind of worked out. Timing worked out. Yeah, it's good.
That's all. Let's send Hans, Mr. Mollenkamp, a shout. I'm good friends with him too. I fucking love the guy.
Yeah, no, Hans is a fucking man, dude. You know, they say some shit about him, but like with me, man, I remember whenever we first, you know, we talked about like sponsorship. I'm like, man, I heard, you know, so-and-so said this. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. Give me your gear. I'll take a picture. And like,
shit, right?
yeah, I was like, bro, you want me to wear your fucking gear? You want me to fucking get on the handlebars? Like, you're going to give me money. Let's fucking go. I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, no shit.
But I could tell you, you know, and again, I'm the most like, shit just comes out of my mouth. I'm just, honesty, I just have no filter. My experience with Hans, bro, it's been nothing like that. It's been all fucking solid, you know?
I can see there was some like I said, there's some guys said some shit about him, but like think about you, like you're a fucking fan, you like fucking martial arts, you enjoy spending time with the fighters. If you have a chance of giving them money or not, just to go hang around with the guy. Like I have a channel, right? It's like this is I don't make a lot of money out of this. But look, I'm friends with Glover. I'm friends with Alex. If I can hang out with these guys, I'll fucking hang out with these guys all the time too. I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, like I don't have the money to give to them, so I'll just like, hey, if I can use my channel to help them promote anything, I'll fucking do it. But I fucking love Hans. He's a great guy.
I like Monster. You know, fucking Monster kind of came up in the same city I grew up, Corona, Inland Empire. So,
that's cool.
Fuck, dude, I've been seeing Monster since fucking high school. You know, so it's cool to link up with him. It's cool to fucking partner with him. It's good shit.
Yeah, exactly. So one thing I loved about you, because you say like, oh, you met up with Alex, and you say, look, I'm fighting a tall guy. Why not? This is a lot more about you than about him, right? Because you don't see this very often, like a guy who got knocked out or lost to the other guys. So some people hold that grudge, like, it's like, fuck, I don't want to get near that guy.
Man. And at the end of the day, I have fought some assholes where, like, dude, I want to fucking orphan your family. Like, you're just a fucking cunt. The way you look at me, what you say to me, like, you're just a fucking cunt. I have fought some assholes. But I mean, Alex is a fucking warrior, man. He even like during our fight, he was fucking. He wasn't running his fucking mouth. He wasn't talking shit. even after he knocked me out, like it wasn't like, hey, fuck you, let me step on you while you're down. He was a solid fucking guy, man.
Yeah.
It's nice to be like, you just respectful. It's very rare in the sport.
Exactly. Just rolling back to that fight a little bit. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I mean, like these fucking Brazilians out here, man, they have like this old school kind of fucking community, like it kind of reminds of like old school America, fucking the kind of community that, they have, which we don't really have anymore. But yeah, continue.
Yeah. There's not much more to do than there too, just training. Especially in that area.
Like, you fucking take, ever since fucking, women in the workforce and like all this shit, it is eroded. America doesn't really necessarily have community. Like you don't have the barbecue, on the neighborhood block anymore. Now the kids are inside on TikTok, the wife's working, the dad's working. So it's actually been kind of interesting to come here and see that like, Brazilian community that like America was kind of found on. And it's kind of sad that we don't fucking do it, but it was nice seeing it. I mean, Glover had a barbecue last night, invited everybody over. You just don't see that in America anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You see in, like you're saying, like in small communities. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
you ever been to Brazil?
I've been to Brazil once. Yeah, actually twice. Fucking love it, dude. Brazil's fucking great place. I mean, let me stop. Let me stop you. Brazil sucks. Brazil sucks. Brazil absolutely sucks. I don't want to live in Brazil. I don't even want to visit Brazil, but the people in Brazil are amazing. I fucking love Brazilians. They're tough motherfuckers. They have that old school fucking grit that only happens from fucking coming in a place that sucks, Yeah. I remember I was talking to Alex and Glover, and I was like, dude, Brazil sucks. They looked at me like, what do you mean Brazil sucks? I'm like, listen to me, guys. When I was in Brazil, they put us in a nice little fucking UFC hotel, a nice little fucking hotel. And fucking Brazil. And the production crew got robbed at gunpoint right outside the fucking hotel.
Fucking way.
So
where
when
was
I
that,
say
Rio
Brazil
or
sucks,
Sao Paulo?
It was Rio.
Okay,
but so when I say Brazil sucks, I don't mean like, oh no, fuck Brazilians. I just mean my experience of Brazil is the production team got robbed right outside a nice hotel.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I mean, again, I love Brazilians. They're fucking gamey. They're tough. They're always down to scrap, and they grow up fucking hard.
Yeah.
Americans are pussies.
Yeah, Rio is like the entire Rio. It's like a bad Detroit neighborhood at midnight or stuff like that. It's like you just can't be walking around safe there. It's tough. It's a tough.
But you drive through like the slums. Like I say slums, but like the favelas, like. I mean, there's houses without walls and roofs, man.
But you're probably safer in the favelas than you are by the rich neighborhoods.
Yeah, but I'm saying it just makes a harder man. Like when you grow up, like I said, like when you grow up and there's a fucking, houses are missing roofs and walls and shit. Like it just makes you a little bit fucking harder,
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with you. You gotta go. And enjoy like a 15-day vacation thing in Brazil. It's pretty cool. The food's fucking great. Beautiful girls.
And again, I've only been there to fight, so I never really got experience. And mostly it's in a hotel, trying not to eat.
Let's talk about a little bit about this fight that you have coming up. What happened there? Because we were talking about, there was some talks about you and Paulo fighting. Then they hooked up Paulo with an unranked guy. They hooked up you with an unranked guy. How do you see all of that move?
Fuck, man. Maybe they're trying to get me and Paulo to retire. Who fucking knows? Yeah, man. It's fucking UFC does what the UFC does. I think what happens is the UFC wants to get fresh blood in the middleweight division, and I said, fuck that. I don't want to fight that guy. But they said, well, let me pay you. And I said, no, I don't want to fight that guy. Well, let me pay you more. I said, no, I don't want to fight that guy. I said, let me pay you more. I said, okay, I'll fight that guy.
Yeah, fuck that. Exactly.
We are fucking prize fighters, and we always have a dollar amount. And the UFC, I thought, gave me a reasonable compensation to fight this guy. So here we are, fucking to the death, July 1st.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And I've been following your Instagram, and I saw some posts on Alex too. How are the training going with Alex? I saw you like he fucking touched you and you die. How
Yeah,
is
so
that going?
here's him with Alex. Like that's what people don't understand. Like Alex really isn't that hard to hit. Like you could hit him, you could fucking touch him. You know, like he's not like Superman, but when Alex throws, man, like he's fucking throwing everything. He's fucking throwing the bathroom sink, the kitchen sink, like. So you're really just playing like a dangerous game with that motherfucker where you're like, oh, I touched you with a jab. Well, here's a fucking straight right that fucking, feels like I'm parking a truck on top of you. So he just has like pretty unbelievable power. But, like I was telling Alex, like I'm a defensive fighter. My style it's more, it's defense than offense. Alex is all offense. It's fucking hands down, and everything he throws is fucking to kill you. It's fucking to kill you, man. So anytime you stand and bang with Alex, you're playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember I had him in studio because I was living 40 minutes away, right? Just before your fight with him. And we end up talking about how he builds the knockout. But we weren't talking about you, of course. We were just talking about fights in general, right? Like, and he was explaining and stuff like that. I even made a clip after the fight with Alex talking how he sets things up and how he builds the knockout. And then I had you saying, no, I was there. I was hitting him. And I was like, okay, this is going great. And then I wake up and I was like, what the fuck? It's over? And his traps are fucking awesome, right? Like he has such a nice
too,
right?
His takedown defense is good too. Like he has good eyes, he has good hips. Like, for someone who's, again, Alex is relatively new in MMA. Like, I mean, even he's picking it fast. Like he has really good eyes, he has good hips. He stops the takedown well. So surprisingly, again, for how long he's actually been doing MMA, the actual wrestling aspect of stopping wrestling, it's actually coming along way faster than I thought it would come along.
Yeah, I'm really good friends with Caio Borralho too, who was training with you a few weeks before your fight with Alex, and he was saying you were like one of the toughest freaking rows he had.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, man. Like I truly believe that I'm one of the best strikers in the world. Again, but when you're striking with Alex, it's not 16-ounce gloves. It's not 16-ounce gloves like 15 minutes. Who lands more? It's like it only takes fucking one of his, and the fucking fight's done. So it's like, yeah, I am one of the best. Anybody who's trained with me, who sparred me, they know I'm one of the best strikers in the world. But I just don't have that like death touch like Alex, And
Kyle was giving you like all kinds of props about your grappling too. He say, because I was curious, because he's like a wrestling grappling guy.
He's a man. He's the man. He's another prospect in the UFC that you're going to see break into the rankings soon. He's a guy that he's going to be, again, and this is where like the UFC, it doesn't make sense. You have a guy like that who's paid his dues, who's fighting guys. If anybody deserves a high-ranked guy, it's him.
Yeah.
He's paid his dues. He's beating guys, fucking good finishes. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the crazy shit about the UFC. It's like, fucking, a guy like that deserves a big shot.
I think they go by what you just said. Like, you guys are prize fighters, and it's an entertainment promotion. It's not a fucking... like a MMA league or anything like that.
Yeah,
so,
it's 100%. A lot of the shit, the fucking UFC doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But they want new blood. It just is what it is. But yeah, I think that if there's one guy that deserves a fucking guy, it's him, man. He works his ass off.
Yeah, he was telling me how crazy was the training with you, because I mean, we see you standing and banging with guys and stuff like that with didn't see you like you wrestling and grappling, and he said like the first day you guys grappled together, he said you fucking smashed him, and he was like, "Holy shit, I had no idea."
Well, thing about him though, like I think he was with us for like a few weeks, but like by the end of the few weeks, though, like he wasn't the nail anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like he caught on to it so fast. Like he was so receptive to advice. I said, "Hey man, all you got to do is this," and he fucking did it. So yeah, no, it was a pleasure, man. He's a guy that I'd fucking love to have as a training partner, but with the way he's going, me and him might be fighting, man. He's just fucking crushing it.
No shit, right? Like he's a guy who's gonna come up fairly quick. We hope in the rank.
Again, there's
such a smart guy too.
I was just telling Alex, like we're in Vegas, dude. We get so many fucking UFC. Dustin Scoltzy for one of them. We get so many UFC guys that come to our door that hey, we're fighting in 3 weeks. Can we spar? And they all fucking suck, dude. They all fucking suck. You're like, man, how are you even in the fucking UFC? Like, what are you? You don't fucking belong here. So a lot of the roster, you guys sucks. Really fucking sucks. They're only going to be here for 4 fights and then they're fucking gone.
Do you think like you're at what now? Like 6th on the rank or 5th on the rank?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So how do you see? We were kind of seeing like a Adesanya fight lining up for you in on a near future. Is that a little too cold now? How do you see the fight? And
again, man, it's one of those crazy fights. Like, what should happen? It should have been me and Paula, and then once I beat Costa, it should have been me and Izzy. That's the fun fight. That's like the fight the fans want. That's the fight to make happen. But fucking the UFC, man, they work. They beat to their own drum. In the day, would it be awesome to fucking fight for a title? Would it be awesome to fight the only middleweight Chinese champion for a title? That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
But the UFC works as it does.
How do you see?
Do you see that Chinese shit? Dude, what the fuck, man? Like, god damn it! Like, man, look, the fact that guy's a champion, bro, just like, what the fuck, dude?
Look, but let's be real. He's a fucking good striker, right?
He's a good striker, but again, he's a good striker. But I mean, fucking. Look at my skin. Do I look African?
Yeah,
no, I am Chinese. Like, what the fuck, bro? And then you go and you hate on Dreykus. Well, I'm going to show you what the real African is, bro. Last time I heard you say what nationality you were, you said you're fucking Chinese. Dreykus is white ass. That motherfucker's never said he's not South African. Motherfucker, we don't even know what the fuck you are, New Zealand. I mean, as of now, we're going with Chinese.
It's a little more fucked up than that, because if you see a guy like that and you want to go there,
bro. It's a whore, like, again, we're all whores. Like, there's a dollar amount, whatever I'll do, but like that level of fucking whoredom to renounce your skin color, your ethnicity, your country, your background, like that level of being a fucking whore. That's fucking low, man. That's like glory hole low. Like, that's like fucking, old school Craigslist low of whoredom.
Oh shit. Look, how do you see I think Alex kind of like showed the way to beat him, and he ended up getting caught on the last fight. I was talking to Alex about the weight cut too. I was like, look, do you think all that, if you didn't cut that much weight, do you think that punch will knock you out? He was like, maybe not. How do you see, what is the path to beat that guy?
Fuck, again, that, like, him getting knocked out by Izzy, it was a combination of too many fights with a guy, too much forward pressure, like just too like a dog with a bone. That was more of just like a level of hubris, It was more like that than necessarily Izzy fucked him up.
Maybe he was a little too comfortable too, because you
fight a guy three fucking times, dude, or however many fucking times you are. Like, eventually you're just like, I'm over this fucking shit,
Yeah.
But man, again, you take Jan and Izzy. How did Jan beat Izzy? Wrestle, 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 wrestle. You know? So the only issue that he's going to have is at 205 is these motherfuckers are big.
Yeah.
So when they grab you against the cage and they're wrestling, that's a whole, if Alex had, let me just say this. If Alex had another 2 years in MMA, unstoppable. No one's taking him down. No one's doing shit. But, he's on the fast track. So it just comes down to, is it slow enough for him to get to where he needs to be to stop Jan's takedown?
Yeah.
Because, standing and banging with a guy is like, no one's stupid enough to do that, right? So
no, he's not gonna do that. So
no, he's in a fucking run, dance around and shoot a takedown. So
Yeah,
it just comes down to, how's Alex's eyes? Is he gonna fucking see it? Is he gonna see it? And two, there's a level of misery. When I was cutting a welterweight, I think hands down I could be a champion at welterweight. I think if I went back down, I could fucking do it. But there's a level of misery of training 2-3 times a day, not eating, just hating fucking life, that takes away from the joy of fighting.
Yeah. I can only imagine that. It's
So I mean, it's
you,
like
you have to find a balance, right, between enjoying fighting and enjoying life. You have to.
Yeah, like before he fought Izzy, I was talking to Bet. He looked fucking miserable. You could tell, like he's like, this is just a paycheck. Like he's fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And for people that don't understand, man, when you're eating like that low of calories, training, sweating, working out, like it truly puts your brain in this kind of like fog and haze of misery. So again, I think the guy will be happier at 205. There's a whole different kind of competition at 205, mostly with size and reach. But man, life is way better when you could eat and be a little happy. And then out of camp, you could gain weight.
Yeah.
When he was at middleweight, there was never not out of camp. Once you fight, as you're eating that cheeseburger, Brazilian barbecue, you're thinking, man, I'm going to have to work this off in a week. Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah,
so I think it'll be happier and better at 205.
Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough lifestyle. I always say like fighters need that little bit of a bitterness, but that doesn't mean being miserable 24/7, right? Like because you end up hating what you do.
So for instance, like I've been killing it 2 days, been training with the coaches, been crushing it 2 days. And last night, I was like, man, hard sparring today with Alex. We're going to do a lot of hard sparring. I'm going to eat a fucking cheeseburger. So I went out and got a cheeseburger last night. I'm sitting in my hotel room eating this fucking cheeseburger and fries, happy. At welterweight, fuck that, dude. You better have some yogurt. Maybe like some fake ass fucking protein just to get your protein. Go to bed hungry, wake up hungry.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, man, like cutting a severe amount of weight, it takes the soul from you.
Exactly. It's not worth it. Look, I was told you got a 3D printer, and I was asked to ask you what is the most ridiculous thing that you plan to get out of that 3D printer.
Oh fuck, man! I've actually I've printed guns and shit just because why the fuck not? But fuck, man, I love mine. I got a 3D scanner, a 3D printer. I love that shit. I made I call it the a fan extinguisher. So like you light a candle, you set a timer, and just fucking turns it out as you will. Like let me tell you guys. Let me tell you the blow me that I created. Like say you want to light a candle, say you want to be fucking romantic. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done that, but say you light a candle, right? And you want to do some fucking, you want to get in there and do some business. And after you fucking come and you just like fall back and you're like, I did work. I fucking put the work in. Last thing you want to fucking do is get up and go blow out a fucking candle. So you fucking make a little blow me and it just set a timer and it shuts off. So I'm currently working out a pill dispenser because I hate taking vitamins. So like,
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Like you got to print like little parts at a time, and how does it work?
So there's something called an Arduino, and thank God for fucking AI. You could it's like a little fucking man. We're getting fucking deep in the fucking nerd.
No shit.
But it's like a little box like this, and you could program code. So you could like program code like that. When this happens, this happens. When this happens, this happens. And now, mind you, I suck at fucking code. I can't do fucking code. But now with OpenAI, you could be like, hey, OpenAI, write me a code. I want this fan to turn on at this moment. And then it'll write it for you and you plug it in. So yeah, dude, like world's fucking crazy, dude. Fucking crazy.
It's getting crazier and crazier by the time. That's pretty
cool. You got a 3D printer? You print anything?
No, I don't, but I fucking love that you're like that tech savvy kind of guy.
I'm a fucking nerd, bro. Like I was telling Alex, I'm like, bro, I'm a fucking weirdo, dude. I don't want to go out. Like I don't want to go out to a bar or club, you know, like the only thing that happens, a different life, when you go out, I want to fuck something or I want to fight something. Right? And generally,
this is fucking great.
This is how I got arrested. So generally, like, once I realize I'm not fucking anything, well, it's easier to go fucking hit a guy. At least I'm going to get something out of the night. So I learned a long time ago, man, just stay at home, watching porn, playing the computer, don't fucking leave your... Nothing fucking good happens in the world.
Do you have a lot of problems with people they know you're a fighter and they try to fuck?
No, I'd shoot a motherfucker.
I'm not saying like they try to like fuck with you just to see how far they get or how far you go.
No, no one fucks with me. I mean, I would have no issue fucking gut checking a guy. Like, but also too, like, I told this one guy once, kind of like threatened to kill me. And I'm like, just so you know, motherfucker, if you even look twice at me, if I think that you have a flashlight that might be an object, we're in a room full of people. Everybody heard the fact you threatened to kill me. I will fucking shoot you. Yeah. If you walk at me and you threaten me and you have a key that looks like a knife, I will fucking kill you. And whenever the cops come, I'm going to say, hey, guys, witness, he said he was going to kill me. He says he's going to kill me. So, like, what I tell you motherfuckers is just... just be cautious, man. Be cautious.
Yeah.
I got a good fucking lawyer, man. So if you guys running up on me with a fucking, two of you guys, maybe just one guy, no weapon, I might let me rephrase this. If one of you fucking pussies out there see me leaving the gym and you take off your shirt and you fucking square up with me, I'll do the man dance. I'll take my shirt off, I'll kick my sandals off and I'll do the fucking man dance with you, and I'll do that shit. But the moment you got a knife or a gun, I'm gonna fucking just kill you.
That's wow. There's no fighting in there. That's fucking fun. There was a guy who went to your gym to a challenger, right? Like a fan. Say, like on Instagram, I'll beat you up. You say come over, and he showed up, or he didn't show up. What was the story?
Nobody would fucking show up. Chris Curtis really let me down. So there was this guy that came in. And I don't know if you've seen it, but it was on like Instagram. And Kurt was like pulling head kicks and being really nice. And I'm like, dude, you're so fucking pathetic, Kurt. like kill this fucking man. And Kurt was like, afterwards, he's a construction worker. He might have a family. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm gonna fucking orphan his fucking kids. I'm gonna spike his fucking head on the floor. You have free range to do whatever you want. So anyways, after the fact, it's all on Instagram. The guy says, well, I'm a little out of shape, but, I think I did pretty well with you. And Kurt loses his shit. He goes straight. It's on Instagram. I'll fucking send you the link.
Okay.
He goes straight angry black man fucking blah, 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 blah. I'm like, Kurt, like you had your chance to murder this man. You had your chance to break his jaw, to break his nose. It's fucking done. You showed weakness. You showed cowardice. And now you must live with that, sir.
No shit.
Yeah, so what I would say, dude, if one of you motherfuckers show up to the gym, and you can, open door sparring. We spar Tuesday and Thursdays at 3:30, 3:45. Open door sparring. Fucking show up, turn up, let's fucking do it. What if you meet me in the parking lot and you got a fucking flashlight that I think looks intimidating? I will fucking shoot you. So if you meet me in fans, if you want to scrap with me in the parking lot, do the right things. Approach me. Take your shirt off, just so I know you're not armed. You have a gun. Put your hands up, and we'll fucking do the man dance. I'm fucking down.
That's fucking funny. If I go out, I want to fuck something, I want to fight something. That's the best. That's again, the best quote I heard in a long time.
I got like I will say the 3 F's: fighting, fucking, and food. Like those are the only, as a man, those are the only fucking things that I want to do. I either want to fuck or fight.
Do you think being so upfront like you are, does it hurt you a little, or fuck it? Because you were on a show. Was it with Chris Curtis that you were saying like nowadays it's harder and harder for you to say things that's in your mind because people get offended and all kinds of bullshit around.
No, but again, this is why people like me though, because every man, again, I'm a little bit older now, so maybe I'm mellowing out, but every man fucking 16 to 24, when I say, dude, there's only 2 things I want to do, fuck or fight, they're like, yeah, that's exactly, why do you think I go to a bar? I want to go to get laid. Every now and then I fight. That's why we work. So I think it's more of just like, it's just, I am no different than any other man that you would have a conversation with. I'm a little white trash, but fuck, dude, we're all fucking a little trash. We
all are. We real. We're just like that. Someone asked me, it's like, hey, why do you think people like your show? I was like, because I'm a fucking guy. I'm eating, I'm talking, I'm laughing, I'm fucking interrupting people. I showed up to a podcast with no questions at all. So I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to talk to the guy. Yeah. And it's just shooting the shit. That's all. It's like nobody wants the fucking hey, Mr.
MMA is the last like safe space for personality. Like there's no other sport that you could be like, yeah, fuck COVID. I think it fucking leaked from a lab. I think fucking Chinese virus. Like fuck the mask. I'm not vaccinated. Fuck your vaccine. I'm not shoving a needle in my arm. If you were to say that in any other, again, these are all conversations most of us have. I'm not going to go fucking wear a mask every day. Fuck it. I'm going to get COVID. It's a common cold. It's going to suck for 3 days, and then I'll be fine. So these conversations, if any other sport figure, Hollywood, NFL, NHL, whatever the fuck it might be, you lose your career right off the bat. Fucking done.
Yeah.
So UFC is like the last safe place for like free thought.
Yeah.
And I also like diversity. That's why I do a podcast with Kurt, because, I like the fact that Kurt is a dirty fucking liberal. I like the fact that, because I don't want to be in an echo chamber. I just don't want to have 2 white guys on there saying, yeah, fucking freedom, government, taxes. I like the dirty liberal point of view.
Yeah.
And there has shit that like Kurt has changed me on. Like I've had conversations with Kurt where I'm like, man, like fuck, I kind of get your point. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do that. So I do like diversity, but Kurt, he's also kind of a pussy.
I met him in Miami during fight week for Alex, and such a nice dude too.
He's such a fucking good dude, man. Yeah, he's such a good dude. He has actually a little fucking baby on the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little fucking yeah.
I really thought he was gonna win the fight. Was a couple of weeks?
Me personally, the headbutt again that made things complicated. I thought he was winning. I mean, Kurt's never won a first round in his life,
Yeah. But such a tough
I know his last fight with a cut. But again, everyone's like, "Oh, well, he was losing." I'm like, dude, have you ever seen Chris Curtis win round 1?
Yeah.
He's does not win round 1. He doesn't win round 1 in sparring. He doesn't win round 1. He's just a slow starter. But yeah, he has a little baby in the way, so fucking time to get the big girl panties on and get back in the cage and make that money.
Yeah, he will. He's a fun guy to watch too. He's a really fun guy to watch.
Well, all he does is just fight in the phone booth. How do you not like that? He just wants to fucking bang in the phone booth and headbutt people.
Do you train with Francis, and you were saying that you like to spar with the guy because
it's scary.
It's fucking scary, man. And how do you compare Francis punch with Alex's punch, or because Francis has that big muscle guy.
It's different. Francis could hit you with a jab, and it feels like he hit with a truck. Just because he's so large, it doesn't matter how fast it is, how sneaky it is. Like he just touches you, you're like, well, fuck, fuck. Alex if you watch Alex hit pads mechanically, he's so connected to the earth to where like technical, like when we're talking pure like technique, hips and turning, he just fucking sends everything. Francis, on the other hand, he's just so fucking big. He touches you and you're like, oh man, fucking where the fuck am I?
Yeah. How do you see this Francis move? I'm happy for him making more money and everything, but do you see a little concern about he's gonna be like 2-3 years without fighting, and could that, and I'm not gonna say financially, I'm just gonna say like as an athlete, could that hurt him on the long run?
Well, at the end of the day, Francis doesn't need money, guys. Like everyone, like Francis wanted to get paid a dollar amount because it wasn't necessarily I need money, I'm poor. It was like, these are what my peers are making. These are what I want to be with my peers, you know? Mm-hmm. So again, Francis doesn't need money. And when it comes to UFC, man, I'm UFC through and through. I fucking love the UFC. It was my dream to be in the UFC. But that being said, any competition, you know, any competition to the UFC is great. I love In-N-Out. I fucking love In-N-Out. I go to In-N-Out all the fucking time. Do I want another burger shop to open up? Because, like, you know, I want something better than In-N-Out to open up, because it's going to make In-N-Out better. So I think it sucks that they parted ways, and you know, I think Francis really is the true champion. But sometimes you gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. And I think it'll be good for UFC and him. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Competition, and I'm not saying PFL is competition to the UFC, but you know, anytime, like, it's good. It's good.
I shared the exact same opinion. I think UFC it's far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah,
I was just thinking. Not even. I don't want to talk trash about the situation or anything. They parted ways. I'm just saying, like, now he's gonna be like 2-3 years without actually fighting. You know, it's not. Yeah. It's not just money. I see, like, we might. I was really concerned about Jones, like how was his return will come, and he said that he tried to punch the guy and he couldn't get the time right, and that's why he did. Do you? I don't know if you ever stayed that long without fighting. Do you think it hurts?
That's my motorcycle accident, you know. But again, you know, Francis is in the gym, he's training, he's scrapping, you know, so. He's not training, you know. He's still in there. He's still in there working. He's still in there boxing. So again, I think for Francis, you know, this wasn't about fighting. It was about more of like, man, here's that thing about being Francis.
I get it. I get it. I don't want to put you in the spot where you're going to say something.
It's okay. Like, again, you know, it's okay. And Francis, you know, heavyweight champion. Everybody fucking knows his name. And then maybe you go to the PI or somewhere and you see Dante Wilder roll up in a fucking, you know, Ferrari.
Yeah.
And Francis is like, man, I work my ass off. I train hard. I fight with 4-ounce gloves. I'm taking fights with torn ligaments. And these motherfuckers
he's probably feeling like I can beat that fucking guy and make as much
he's
money.
Like,
right?
You know, his idea is like, man, I'm like sacrificing so much for this. And these fucking pussy boxers go out and just hit the bag and they just hit pads and they spar and they're making all this fucking change. So I think Francis, it was just more of like, you know, one of the first things I talked about Francis, the first time I met Francis, he said, and I'll never forget this. I was like, man, like, you know, fucking from the salt mine to here, like, how the fuck does that happen? And he said, you know, Sean, I looked, and Francis is like the most sincere, humble guy. Everybody who meets Francis loves Francis. He said, I would look at all these people, Americans or, you know, people of money, and I said, I deserve that. That should be me. So I think Francis, he always has that mindset that, like, no, I'm not beneath you. Like, what you have, I should have. What you do, I should do, and I should do it better. So whenever Francis made the move, it wasn't more about fighting it. He didn't hate the UFC. He didn't hate Dana. He didn't hate that. It was just Francis saying that you aren't better than me, Dante Wilder, Tyson Fury. I am the heavyweight champion. I am the greatest. You should not get more than what I get. And that's all it was, you know. It's not, that's all it was.
It's like a
And again, I respect
like,
that.
I get it. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
But I mean, I'll tell you another story about Francis, man. I remember, like, before we get out of here, I got to go train soon. But, you know, we're talking about fucking birthdays. And they're like, oh, Sean, it was your birthday. Why don't you tell anybody? And I'm like, well, dude, fucking birthdays are for women and fucking children. What the fuck do I care about a birthday? I'm a fucking grown-ass man. When wear a little fucking gay hat, I'm a grown-ass fucking man. And Francis, you know, me, like, he goes and one up and he's like, Sean, what is a birthday, Sean? I'm like, I don't, where are we going with this, Francis? He goes, in the salt mines, there is no cake. There is no birthday. There is no food. There is no presents. There is no birthday. And I'm like, God damn, Francis. Like,
oh, shit.
You know, way to make me feel like a fucking bitch, you know? So when it comes to Francis, bro, like, I just think he came up so rough where, like, he just thinks, I deserve this. I fucking deserve this. And, you know, props again, look at what he does. He traversed a continent to get what he thought he deserved.
Fucking,
you know, homeless to get what he deserved. Now he made one of the biggest changes in his life to get what he thinks he deserves. And will he get it? I don't know, but fuck, man, I hope he does. He deserves it.
He deserves it, and he goes after too, right? It's not just he doesn't take it for granted. That's great. Look, I'll let you go. Let's do this again, man. I love your style. I'm a big fan. I love that you are like you talk from the heart. You know, like no fucking, you know,
got
just
it, man. You fucking
please someone and.
People recognize real, man, and there's not really many real people. Like, even talking about Francis and UFC, like, people are so afraid to, like, oh, I don't want to make the UFC mad. I'm like, fuck, dude, I want the UFC to be successful, and I want Francis to be successful. I want the PFL to be successful. I want Bellator to succeed. I want everybody to fucking win in life, man. I want everybody making money. My buddy Johnny Eblam's in Bellator. I want him fucking making money. My buddy Saudi Size, PFL champion. I want him making money. You know, I want everybody to make fucking money.
No shit. Yeah. And I hope you're making a lot of money too. And
I'm trying, man. I'm fucking trying.
Keep it real, man. Keep it real. Don't lose your. Don't lose.
But that being said, UFC is the best fucking organization in the world. You know,
I agree with you. How is your relationship with Dana? Because Dana's good. Dana seems like a real guy too, right? Like,
yeah. But, you know, like, you take my buddy Saudi Bousai, man. He would hang with. I know he lost a boost, but I mean, that was 2018. Saudi Sai would hang with any champion in the UFC. Any champion.
That's the PFL champion, right? The
welterweight champion, man. It's so crazy. Like, I remember when I first started training with him, you know, that was years ago, bro. But, like, you take his improvement in the last 3 years, you're like, bro, I don't even recognize you. Because when he first came here, I was like, oh, big, tall, lanky fucking pussy. I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. and again, I did very well with him. But over the fucking years, you're just getting that blade is just sharpening and honing. You're like, man, you just keep getting fucking better. So. Yeah, these guys, Johnny Eblam, Saudi Sai, they could hang with any fucking UFC guy, and you know, I want everybody just to fucking make money and be happy.
Exactly. That's all. That's the key of life. Let's all make money and be happy. That's all.
Shit, my man. Well, fucking thanks for your time.
Appreciate it, man.
We'll link up again.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Bye, man.
Take care.